Hi everyone, it's me. I am back. It is super late. I just got back from a Christmas party, as I'm sure you can tell. This is not my normal everyday look. Not these days anyway. It used to be, believe it or not. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about a few things that I bought myself as a Christmas present from Boxycharm this year, last month actually, in November. One of them is fantastic and I love, and the other one is it's such a mess, you guys. So, okay, we're gonna start with the good thing. The good thing that I got, like I said, there were two things. The good thing was the hair crimper that does this to my hair. Now this is definitely lived in. It did look better before, but this is really good volume and even shape for my hair. And I think it's amazing. It was a lot easier than using a curling iron. So much better than using hot rollers, which is what I used to use. Anyway, let me show you what I got. I don't know if these are still available or not. They're probably not, but in case they are, or if you're interested in buying them at full price or whatever, this thing is amazing. So this is the Complex Culture, what does it say here? I can't even read it. Wave Maker Triple Hot Iron. I'm reading it to you like you're my 4-year-old. Anyway, let me show you what this thing looks like. I have used it twice. This is what it looks like, and I've never used it before. Well, I mean, I've used it one time before. And then the first time I used it, the only thing I did wrong was I accidentally crimped the wrong way one time, and I was able to disguise it, and it still looked really good. So, let me grab this out of the box. And yes, it is still in the box. And this is what it looks like. It looks very intense. And I think I showed you this before, just like a little sneak peek, like, look what I got, yay. I have since used it. It's amazing. This is very heavy. It's very nice. And I just really am, this is one of the best hair tools I've ever bought, honestly. You just take it, you plug it in, you set it to the heat that you need or you want, and you just take a small or a large bit of hair, depending on how loose or tight you want your little waves, and you just stick the hair in there, and then you just go down and you crimp until you've gotten the whole hair. And it's amazing. I love it. And I know that I showed you this before, but I didn't show you the results. So you know what my hair normally looks like. It's kind of lackluster, let's be honest. But this is what my hair looks like after a family party and chasing children and putting mine to bed and just a whole day full of activity. That's not bad considering what my hair normally looks like. And like I said at the beginning, my hair looked fantastic. So that was that. And I just wanted to say how happy I am with this because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it when I bought it. And it was just one of those, I've always wanted one of these. Now is the time. It's a very good price. I don't remember if it was $20 or if it was $40. I don't know. I don't know how much I bought it for. But it was a lot less expensive than what it was as the original price, which is why I said, okay, I will go for that one. Now, the second thing, I know I mentioned this other thing, and I didn't really mention what it was before, but so I got one other thing, and it was, again, I have always wanted one of these. We are going to see how it works. I know this is a budget item, but hopefully. So this is a Boxy branded item, and I got this for myself as a second Christmas present to myself, and it has been a nightmare. So I got the Boxycharm-branded LED light therapy mask. Now, when I went to school in 2008 for skincare, we were just learning about light therapy and what it can do for the skin, and they were very high-end professional use only tools at the time, at least in Michigan, which is where I learned. And I never really got to try it for an extended period on myself. I only got to try it in class, which isn't enough to actually see if it's going to work for you. And in any case, I was in my 20s, so like, who cares? But I really wanted to try one of these specifically for the red light, which is anti-aging. And so this one was a mere $20. I thought, okay, it's Boxy branded. I mean, maybe it won't be the best, but it's not like they're going to sell me something like that just plain old doesn't work from China, right? Anyway, so I decided to buy it, and the first 2 times I used it, it was nice, and I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. The third time was when I had a problem with it, and I mean, let's talk about it. So this is the item. It comes in this. It's very lightweight, and if you did get one of these and you are enjoying it and it hasn't like completely bit the dust for you, I hope that you kept the packaging, because that's how you keep these things nice. So anyway, you put it kind of like a little sunglass like this, right? You put it on like this. There's a little nose thing here, and I like to lay back with mine. Now this thing was advertised as being wireless, like you could charge it and then use it, walk around the house or whatever. A lot of people were complaining that that's not the case, that was false advertisement, and that it does not do that. I did not care because as far as I was concerned, this was going to give me an excuse to lay down for 15 minutes in a locked room away from everyone for like 15 minutes a day. Fantastic, right? So I bought it, I plugged it in, and it has 3 light settings. The box says the 3 light settings are the red light, which improves circulation and combats wrinkles, blue light, which targets acne-causing bacteria, and orange light, which helps heal skin and improves pigmentation. And so it's 3 light settings, and the way that it's supposed to work is you have this little thing here on the side, and you just tap it, and it switches. Is it that side? It is this side. There's a little finger on it, as you can see, and you can just tap it, and it switches it just by touching it. So it does kind of switch in between them very easily, depending on if you move and you like vibrate. So some people weren't sure if it was supposed to just be flashing through all 3 of them, or if you could just pick one. The answer is yes, you can pick one. I had the same question myself. I figured it out. But it was really tricky to keep it on that one for the entire 15 minutes, because if you jolt it the right way, it's extremely sensitive. So it will switch, and you have to switch it all the way back. Not that big a deal for an item that is usually at least $150, going up to like $600 or $1,000 for an at-home device. I'm willing to put up with that. I'm willing to put up with a lot if I'm getting this for $20, as long as it actually works. And therein lies the issue, because I used this 2 times and I was very happy. I was looking forward to using it every single day, seeing if there were any results, telling you all about it. And then I don't know if mine was just defective or if it's all of them, but the 3rd time I went to plug it in, and the little USB plug-in thing, I don't think you can see it, but it pushed itself all the way up in there. Now, I literally went to school to learn how to use these devices. Not the specific one, but it's a USB. I'm in my mid-30s. I know how to use a USB. Like, there was no excuse. So that was disappointing. I contacted customer support, and not the important thing, but I think another important thing to note is that I had already had to contact customer support about this, because it wasn't in the order initially when I got all of these things, and then they had to send it again. So they did send it. I tried it immediately when I got it, and so I was having this experience within 3 to 5 days of receiving the item. So I contacted customer support. Now, I'm going to put this over here. I am not going to get into a receipt-filled, he said, she said, I'm going to read you all of my customer service BS kind of a situation here. That is because it is 10 o'clock at night, and honestly, I don't feel like doing it. That being said, essentially what happened, and I did the emails, is I had probably at least 30 back and forth emails about this thing, and a lot of them were canned responses that were automated. I cannot believe how hard it is to get a hold of Boxycharm customer service. And I know that that makes me sound like a Karen. I swear that I'm not. My main issue with this is that I worked in customer service for many years, and I know when a person is not being paid enough, okay, to do this job. And these people, they're acting like they don't want to be there. So, that being said, I went through this whole barrage of irrelevant, just emails back and forth, and they were, you know, they were, some were reasonable and some weren't. Some were saying like, show me a picture of the item. Okay, that makes sense, you know, naturally. And others were like, sorry, your item was damaged in shipment, when that's not the issue. Clearly nobody read it, and we went back and forth, and finally they said, we can't refund your money because it's been longer than 30 days, and it wasn't damaged in shipping. And I had been dealing with it for maybe a week, and then when I got the response, and it was the first response that was actually like from a human being, I think, and they were saying that they can't do anything about it because it had been over 30 days. Now remember, I had used this thing had broken within 5 days of me receiving it. So at that point I said, listen, we've been doing this for like a week. Can I talk to someone who can actually resolve this issue, because you clearly don't have the tools, or, you know, like not ability, but you don't have the tools or the clearance to do so. So let's talk to someone who actually has the authority to deal with this. And then the next thing I knew, I actually had a person who was actually emailing me, and they tried to say the same thing. And I said, listen, I can tell you, you can check my account. I can send you photos of my account, whatever you would prefer, whatever's easiest for you. But I literally have I got this item like a week ago and maybe 2 weeks ago. And at that point, I didn't hear from them for days, and there were several days, there was a weekend, and then I just heard back from them. Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. And then they said that they can't refund my money because it wasn't broken in shipment. And I kind of feel like if you have, and they tried saying before that they know that their products aren't defective, and so if I had a problem, I should contact the company that makes the item. And at that point I was saying, you guys, it's literally a Boxy branded item. And that's where I started to get angry. So when I told them that it was a Boxy branded item, that was the first time they kind of went MIA for a day or two. And then the second time was when I said, okay, listen, I need to talk to someone who can actually resolve this issue, who's actually equipped according to the company to be able to deal with this problem. Because, you know, there are different hierarchies in customer service, where clearly, you know, the people who first get your problem, the people who you initially speak with, you know, they're not able to do everything that people in management or people in retention or whatever can do. That's just the natural order of things. But anyway, when they said that there was nothing they could do about it because they don't give out defective products and I should contact the brand, that was when I got very angry, because that was when I knew for a fact that no one was reading my emails. Because in case we forgot, this is the brand is a Boxycharm item. So I wasn't happy about that. But I had to remind them, this is your product. I don't know who you got it from, but it has your brand on it. And like I said, that's when they went MIA for a while, like a few days. And that's kind of when you don't want to do that. I literally I told them that this was making me feel like I shouldn't even be spending any money with Boxycharm at all anymore. And so they said, oh, we're sorry you feel that way. If you want to cancel, then here's a link. Like, okay, if you really don't care, then fine, I will go elsewhere. I don't need to be here. It's just, there's only so much you can do when you have a company and you just bought it and you're making all these changes and people are complaining about the changes, and the next thing you know, you're sending out broken crap. and you're saying that you can't refund people's money for it and you can't replace the item. I'm really not trying to be a Karen here, but like that's really bad business. That's bad business. I'm not even a business person. I don't know anything about business, and that just to me is really unethical. So I had a problem with that, and I did say that again. I tried to be nice. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was trying to say, listen, this is ridiculous, the way that this is going on. And again, I know that not everyone can do something about this, so let's talk to someone. So finally, we got to someone who I can talk to and actually have a conversation with about this. And they said, well, we can't refund your money, but here's 1,000 charms for the charm room. We apologize that this happened, that it's been so frustrating. And that process took like maybe 2 weeks of emailing back and forth with a bunch of spam bots, not spam bots, excuse me, with a bunch of automated response bots. And finally getting to someone after just being extremely frustrated for that period of time. So that made me really wonder if I want to be spending my money with this company anymore. And that is also why I was so surprised when I got my box earlier this week, and it was actually a nice box. Like, I kind of felt like this is ushering in a new era, and I have been warned, once people, they say, once people show you who they are, listen to them. So I'm wondering if you have other subscription boxes that come every month and have full-size stuff and are about the same price as this that you like better, can you please tell me what they are? Can you comment down below and tell me what they are, because I would love to take a look at some other options. And please don't tell me Ipsy. I hate Ipsy, and I was very upset, which I said in past videos, that Ipsy actually took over Boxycharm. Like, I've been avoiding Ipsy. I don't like them. Which we won't go into here, but I mean, I feel like if this is how Ipsy is behaving while taking over Boxycharm, then yeah, that's just one other reason for me not to just go over and get an Ipsy box. To me, it's the same thing. And a lot of people are saying that they're getting the same products, that there's no point to getting both of them. It's just the brand is different. So yeah, let me know if you would be kind enough to. If there is something out there that is like what Boxycharm used to be, I would love to know. Because when I signed up for this, or when my husband bought it for me as a gift this time last year, it was fantastic. And people were already saying it was going downhill, but I didn't see that. It was really nice. To me personally. And I mean, I didn't have any issues with like, oh, they're not giving me the stuff that I want or the stuff that I need or can use. I wasn't having any of those problems until a few months ago, I think. Maybe halfway through the year I started noticing it, but I think that most beauty brands get a little lackluster in the summer. Maybe that's just my personal preferences, but in any case, this mask situation really soured Boxycharm for me as a whole, and I was already kind of questioning it. So, like I said, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, it is not all a loss. Like I said, this hair crimper was really cool, and I'm very glad that I was able to get it. I do think that they do have a lot of great like prices on very expensive things that maybe we use frequently that we need to refill on, so that's very good. Some people are saying that they're only keeping the base box because they want access to the charm room or the drop shop or any of those things, which makes sense, I think, kind of to a certain extent. So I mean, there are good things too. And like I said before, obviously the box that I just got, like, it was good, but just I really have a problem with branding an item that turns out to be not usable and then not offering a monetary refund and not replacing the item. Giving some charms for the charm room was kind of like in-store credit. That makes sense, but the thing is, the in-store credit that they gave me was only half the value of what I purchased, and that did not go unnoticed. The fact that there was any sort of resolution at all made me feel like, okay, well, at least there was that. But I don't think we should be settling for this. I think we deserve more. I think we're being treated badly. To be honest, I think they're taking advantage of us. So, in any case, those are my thoughts. I know this is really long. I may or may not end up putting this up. I may or may not end up redoing it. But yes, those are my thoughts on this. And it has been a very arduous process. In any case, I am done with this for now. I've tried to record this before. Maybe I'll try and record it again. But for now, I'm going to go. I'm going to put on my grandma sweater, and I'm going to read the book that I just got at this Christmas party. So thank you for listening if you got this far. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.